Right, walking through the woods, I hit a fucking cactus. I was dancing too hard. Ah. Ow. 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 You know what? Ah. It hurts. Like, running into a cactus fucking hurts. It hurts a lot. Because like every single fucking one of these goes into your skin. If it like goes through your pants. And I feel like a lot went through my pants and I'm starting to feel it now. Side tangent, side note. I found another one of these. Where is it at? Look. I found another one. But that aside, I need to pause for a moment and pick these cactus thorns out of my pants and out of my leg. There's like a phrase that I'm aware of now that gives me comfort a little bit during moments like this. It's called trust God's timing. Because this definitely hurts a lot. Mr. Cactus, I'm going to sit here with you. We're going to chill out for a little bit. And I'm going to pick all this stuff out. Your little prickly thorns. Let me go sit over there where it's clear. Because I'm surrounded by like spikiness and like dead tree and whatever. But moving with this in, it literally drives more of them in. So like, I gotta be very careful. Basically drag my leg through without trying to move much to get to a clear spot so I can at least, pull these thorns out. Never try to hug a cactus. Hugging cactuses, not good. Cactus. This is like part of the experience here, but like I said, it's a trust God's timing. Kim bag, I gotta put you down. Okay. See, I'm gonna lift up this after I pick all this out. Then I'm gonna lift up my pants, and you're gonna see tons of like, basically thorns that have like shot into my leg. And they're like everywhere. Look at this. Hold on. Damn. I'm out here because I'm gonna look for my phone. My other phone that I lost. That's the only phone that has like a SIM card. It's my Galaxy S10. This is actually the S7, I think. Not the S3. No, S5. I had an S7. There was a video there where I was like... Sorry. I had an S7. This is an S5. I'm having to like gradually decrease my technology as like these phones become lost. They don't become lost because I'm like entirely irresponsible. It's more of like I was recording stuff related to like quantum entanglement and 5D resonance and stuff. And quite simply, if I record some things that aren't meant to be seen, not so much not meant to be seen, is if I intend to post it, let's say on that Discord where those people were at, quite simply, if it's too unbelievable for people to see, it will break their reality because I have an entanglement with them. And to prevent their reality from being broken, guess what happens? The device gets lost. If the device doesn't get lost, it gets broken. Like, there'll be what I call technology failure, where either it won't record, it'll record partially, or something weird will happen, like the audio won't go or something. Like, there's all these weird things that just magically just pop out of the woodwork, out of the way, to prevent like kind of a causality thing in the future from me posting it. That's my experience. That's the best way I could describe it. It's like a 1-for-1. Like, literally, I'll record something and I'll be like, well, let's see how far I can get with this. By like that, I mean like I recorded it. If I try to post it like immediately or something, like stuff happens. Shit happens. That's the best way I could put it. And I lost my S10. That's the only one with the SIM card. That's like, it has my Google Wallet. Like, that's how I could like even use Uber to get around places. So there's that, but there's also the element of like I said, trust God's timing. By me losing that phone, it handicapped me. It handicapped my ability to travel and to move. Not only that, like I said, it's a trust God's timing thing. Obviously, I'm out here like into the woods again. And I'm going to be looking for that phone in very specific places where, like, you know, where I was like cleaning up the woods and stuff. So like, that's kind of the state of things. Okay, let me see here. So I got to get all these out, because if I don't get them out of my pants, as I'm walking around, more will jump into me. Like, they'll go from my pants into my leg. So first, when you run into a cactus, I mean, you pretty much have to like stop. It's like emergency triage, stop. Because if you keep moving, more go in, and it doesn't feel good. Not at all. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna lift this up. We'll see what happens. How is this recording for 8 minutes already? I've been here for 8 minutes. All right, give me a second. Okay. I'm gonna hold it in my mouth, I guess. No. How do I do this? Kim, help. Kim, hold the phone. I gotta do it slowly. Like a roll up or something. Ow. I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll it because if I don't, it's gonna like tug. Shit. These literally like shoot into you. They shoot. Like, let me see, there's another one. Where are you? I don't know how it impacted so many places at once. How is this possible? But to elaborate on my situation here, I literally just went to the gym. I thought it was Wednesday. It was Tuesday. So I was there waiting until, because I wanted to do yoga. But obviously, since it's the wrong day, no yoga. And then I was like, all right, hold on, this is like super dirty. But then I was like, all right, maybe I can get some food after this. There's like a burger place right next to it, the Whataburger. It's like a 24-hour whatever. So I went to a place I went to the other night because they had Wi-Fi. Because apparently the gym didn't have Wi-Fi. And then like I'm trying to set up like Google Wallet on this phone. This phone is so old, it lacks the capability for me to download and install Google Wallet. So like the ATM, my bank, is like literally right there. If I have Google Wallet, I could do like a start a withdrawal thing and like you know, get my money, like do a withdrawal. Couldn't do it, which means I'm walking home. The only thing I got was a cup of water because like I just needed some water for the trip. Okay, this is the part that sucks because like, okay, that one wasn't too bad. Let's see here. You don't want to like push it in. You just want to like grab and like pull them out. I feel like these have almost like little barbs or something on them because they don't just come out. You have to like rip them out and it hurts like a bitch. It hurts like a bitch. Like it hurts. See, there's like blood coming out. I need to bring like tweezers with me because some of these go in like pretty deep. Look, there's like little micro ones. That's what I need the tweezers for. I somehow missed that one. I wasn't paying attention enough. Shit. But you have to get like every single one. Because if you don't, this little baby one is going to like work its way in even more. I need tweezers. Tweezers would be nice. But this is like, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm not like stupid cactus and like kick the cactus or anything. The cactus was there. I'm the one walking through its area. And it was like, hey, you didn't respect me. Apologies. Apologies for not respecting the cactus. I'm sorry. I literally walked into this one. I walked past it, but then walking back out the other way, like, it stuck me. So I literally dodged it on the way in. Was like, whoops, this is a dead end. And then like, had to walk back out. But for whatever reason on my walk out, well, you see what happened. Cactus. Prickly pear cactus. You know what? This looks pretty gnarly. This looks pretty gnarly. Let's start with this one. I'll work from the bottom up. Oh, fuck. See, pulling out multiple at a time sucks because, like, they kind of tug in different ways. Okay, this is a big clump. But this is not... There's ways to avoid this. I'm just... You're experiencing my pain right now. And look, it's like... Oh my God. This is part of the cost. This is part of the toll. You gotta like... Sometimes nature just like... wants you to chill out for a bit. Like... It's like, hey, you need to slow down. You need to like not commune, but like you're stepping into this area with too much energy. Got it. Message received. Another 8-minute video. These are my house slippers. I'm just like, I was just chilling out. Bah! Da, 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 da. That one hurt. I want to get a massage. A massage would be nice. This is. I'm like blowing the. I'm trying to blow off excess ones that I've like pulled out. They're just kind of hanging out there. We're almost done. We're almost done. Oh my goodness. Like, this is just a small brush with the cactus. Like, I guess like I kind of just ran into it, but like I would consider this a small brush with a cactus. It's not like I like jumped into a cactus or anything. This is just like I barely walked into it. It's got plenty more where that came from. Oh. Hold on, I need to stop for a second. I think I was playing like Borderline or something from Miss Lynx. Oh God. And I've got these like hairy ass legs, so like I'm like pulling at my own hair. That one's stuck in good. Oh. You know what? I really don't like needles. Needles are not fun. And these are kind of like needles. Shit, that one's stuck in. I can't get it out. It's stuck. That one I actually need tweezers for. Maybe I can get it with my non-existent fingernails. Whatever. Okay. Let me see. You gotta hit all those Instagram angles here. To like, my legs are torn up. This looks gnarly. This is because like I'm walking through like, these are not from cactuses. These are from like thorn bushes that like are low-lying. Some of them you just can't spot. All right, so now I get to do the fun part. Hold on. I'm looking very carefully with my eyes that you can't really see too well with the camera. All right, now I get to do the fun part. The fun part is this. You ready for it? Feel it. No, that's a scab. I'm like kind of feeling. I am not looking, but I'm feeling with my hand and I'm feeling with my leg. This is kind of sexual in a way, but like not really, but like very, very gently. I'm feeling for any kind of like very slowly first. I'm rubbing it up to be like, do I feel anything going this way? Nope, just various nicks, cuts, and whatever, and then I can go down. There's one. Okay. Fuck. There's one. There it is. Got it. Okay. But I have food at home, so like, really, this is just like me trying to get like, basically fast food. That's just like a cheat. It's like a shortcut. But like, honestly, like, I've only got $100 in my account, so like, I do need to be more careful with the money. Okay, I think we're good. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna roll. Well, let me see. Because this does offer like protection. Oh, there's one. It offers protection against like light brushes. This is like a big like shout out to Victoria's Secrets. Like these Victoria's Secret like lounging pants, like everybody needs a pair. Everybody needs like 3 pairs, because like not only are they comfy as fuck, but like when I'm out here in the woods, think of it this way: I run into Cactus, I'm like sliding by like I'm literally busting through, like, let's say that right there. Like I'll just walk through it. If I'm like, well, there's no other open path, I guess I'll just walk through it. Like, it doesn't snag. The material doesn't snag. Not only does it not snag, it doesn't rip. This is like, I have a black pair that I guess I use very often, like with the kind of like diamond studded or whatever on the side. Like, is it for attention? No, not specifically. But like, I used to ride, I guess I still kind of do, ride bicycle a lot. And obviously when you're riding a bicycle, like, you have like lights and stuff on, so that way you don't like get hit by a car. So having like the diamond studded, like the black version with the diamond studded, guess what? All along the side, it's basically light strips. It's like, they're diamonds, or you know, the rhinestones, or fucking whatever you want to call them, like fake diamonds or whatever, but like, they're basically engineered to like reflect light. So like, it's basically the best light strip you can get on the sides of your legs. People see you coming from like a mile away, or at least when they're coming towards you, they can see you. So you don't, if I'm like walking, I don't get hit by a car. Shit, there's more over here. Really? Pretty sure I got that on my knee. Okay. So here I am in the middle of the woods. I always gotta throw this out there. No, I'm not gonna say it. Let's just say it's secluded. People who enjoy the outdoor stuff. I'll just leave it ambiguous. The outdoor stuff. Okay. Damn. I'm looking not only for my phone, but also for my blue lapis lazuli cross. I'll see if I can find it here. I never leave trash, but I do gotta pee. I'll pee here in a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna get my headphones back on, keep walking, and like maybe I'll find it with the phone on. But it has like a, why the pink bag? This thing is like supernaturally pink. It of course glows pink, and it lights up everything around it under a black light. But see, the vision of this phone is not too great. It's an older phone. The night vision, the camera, the lens, it's all like essentially antique. But let's take a look here. You can't see it too well, but like that thing is glowing like from far away. Like pink, not very common in nature. Not at all, especially not that supernatural pink. So Kim, vibe supernatural, you know, being trans and all, it's like super nature, but that's why it's like the Kim bag, the Kim Petra bag. Not Petras, because there's not plural. There's only one. There's only one Kim. So as well, like, let's say I'm walking at night. I mean, it's kind of sort of, it's not so much like an attention whore thing. It's like, if I'm walking, I don't want to be hit by a car. Like, that's a thing. So like, oh look, a purple flower. Purple's good. It means it's like a, I don't know how to describe it, like a path of royalty, so to speak. Like, but also tragedy. Purple is a color of like tragedy, but also royalty. But let's see if I could find it. Like I have my Galaxy S21 Ultra. The screen is broke on it. Screen is shattered. So all these problems that I'm having could be solved actually just by replacing the screen. If I replace the screen, get a SIM card, I'm back in business. Quite literally back in business. I then have not only just like a really good phone. Look at this shit. I then have a phone that has like superb low light capabilities to capture and record. And like, once again, drop a SIM card in and I can get my old phone number back. Literally all this stuff that I'm having about two-factor authentication and unable to get into accounts and having to do really weird workarounds where like I have to go to like my desktop computers and laptops and like do a sign in, do the email codes, like it's like don't have access to phone, like all that stuff, not a problem once I repair that phone. So you know what, I might make it actually a goal of mine. I might make it a goal of mine just to like repair that phone, because not only repair the phone, but it's got like lots of screen records on it. I actually captured a lot of stuff prior, from like kind of when this stuff was still like, I was still kind of like new to it, kind of learning some of the ins and outs. Let's see here. This might be it. Nope, been through here already. Nope, this is a different place. So it'd be interesting to see what exactly I have recorded on that phone. That one's at home, my house. So all I gotta do is fix the screen. And here's the thing, there's workarounds to that too. If I get like a USB-C to HDMI cable, I can potentially hook that up to, well, I guess I don't have a touchscreen, what's it called? Monitor. But if I had a touchscreen monitor, I could literally like use the touchscreen monitor as like my monitor for like basically just use that screen instead of my busted phone screen and still have access to it. But that, you know, it's not mobile or portable or whatever. Well, that's debatable. I could like hook that thing up to like a portable battery power supply or whatever, but like that's besides the point. Like I have these weird like challenges basically of like, this is busted, you can solve this in a couple of ways. But like, I don't know, life is weird. At a certain point, like, I do consider this to be a handicap in like how far back in technology can I go and still kind of like continue doing what I'm doing. And this is like, in a weird sense, like, I don't like to say like third world simulator, but that's kind of what it is, because like, you know, people in like other countries, like they're using old equipment. So like, the more that I can do with the less that I've got, like it's almost like a challenge in a way, because I'm actually doing a lot with a little. Like this old phone that probably is like $50, you know, if somebody else were to buy it or something. Let me go this way, go towards the street, because now I'm like I can go back, find a way around there, but like in general there's also kind of like there's the kind of like idioms, I guess would probably be the best word, of like methodologies, like what to do, like shortcuts, like fuck is that? It's like a road sign. Anyway, one of them is follow the light. I'm following the light. Oh, fuck, my phone. Shoe came off. I'm following the light. Because I know that there's another entrance that I can, like, get into where I'm trying to go. So, like, I don't need to go through the woods to, like, you know, I'm showing you all this trash. That's kind of what's being shown here. Is that a... It's Apple Eyes. Disposable vape. See, I pick up every single one that I find. Like, there's kind of a limitation. Like, it has to be within my vision. And once again, I don't have glasses. But I am going to show you, I guess, a site that I visit respectfully. That this is also kind of like, I want to say almost like the start of it in a way. That, like, you'll see. My friends. I'm gonna go show you some friends of mine. I'll put it that way. And I wonder if like, you'll see. Did I pass it up already? No, it's up ahead. Like, in the morning, when I was still employed by that company, Jergens, Ultra Healing. Like, this is trash. I'm just picking up and taking it with me. But, like, it's funny picking up some items because it's almost like the tongue-in-cheek type of thing. Is that a ball? Yeah, it is. Follow the light. That's when kind of my idioms are kind of like rules that I play by. But also, anytime I see a ball, I pick it up. Why? Because you got to think of it this way. You got the ball. When you have the ball, like the ball is in your court, you know, think of the implications of that. Ball's in my court. I have a collection of balls that I've captured from, like, the woods, essentially, that I pick up, or just like side of the road here. So, idioms, phrases, rules, whatever you want to call it. It's not autism, and it's not like some compulsive, like, I have to pick this up. I'm very selective in terms of what I pick up. There's a selection process to it. Red Bull. That's a can. Like, right now I am not in trash pickup mode. I'm picking up, like, I have my trash that I brought, but I'm not right now in like a trash pickup mode. Speaking of which, busted tire, a window frame, whatever. It's kind of weird. Vote here. I think it's just past this. Like, you can't see shit. Like, the low light on this camera is not great. Now we're passing this up. Now I'm gonna unplug this because I don't know if the mic was working or not. But we're basically just walking to, like, I guess visit some friends. AR and Jam. Now they will be remembered because I'm gonna upload this. This board I left for them. I don't know how to skateboard. I want to. Like, I learn gradually. But, like, I kind of left this with them just as kind of like a look. I mean, they got skateboards or whatever, but obviously they're no longer with us. But I started off kind of oddly or whatever, like When I was still employed, I would wake up in the morning, you know, do the fucking morning bullshit meeting or whatever, and then go to like get some coffee from like Panera. But when I saw this one morning, I was like, I'm gonna come and, you know, give them flowers. So, you know, I've given flowers to them. Like, I've done like kind of the whole Whataburger thing a couple times, and like bring them a pie. Like, it's kind of like a spirit thing. It's like you can't move. I guess the ants are eating it, so we'll leave it back on the ground. It's going to be consumed. The ants are going to consume it. But like, it's kind of like a spirit thing, but also kind of like a, hey, you're not forgotten about. I've brought them candles into like, but like they never stay lit. That's kind of strange. Like, I'll light them, but they never stay lit. See, it's kind of weird, very weird. Because these candles, if I light them at my house, backyard, they'll stay lit for like a long time. Oh, look, a feather randomly. See, I always pick up feathers. This feather wasn't here. I was just here like 2 days ago. And, you know, I like this as like kind of a, once again, you remembered. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get another lighter out because like this one hurts. It's too hot. Maybe I can. Oh shit. That's wet. Let me see. Do I have another lighter? Oh. I feel like skateboarder kids, they definitely like, they tend to be kind of the, you know. Let me see if it'll light. I don't think so. It's an offering of sorts. Let's see if I can get this one. It's kind of like water or something. Let's try lighting this one. So this is like a respect for the dead. This is how like I honor and remember, you know, people that I don't even know. But you know what? By me putting this here, other people will remember them. That's how it works. Like, they see, man, somebody's coming over here giving them flowers, giving them like these candles, like in remembrance. Like, so now when those kids, or like from that library or whatever, walk by, or anybody sees this, like, this is what they're seeing. They're seeing like these people are like cared for. Even though, like, you know, nobody's really here. They don't know who it is. And here's the other thing. Imagine the family of these kids. When the family of these kids come by just to see like what's going on, how does it make them feel to know that like somebody's coming by and leaving them flowers? Like, they don't even know who it is. Like, but at the very least, like, as a parent, to know that your two children, oh, that one went out. Oh, that's why the wind blows it out or whatever. To know that your children are like viewed and remembered by people, that's something. Like, it's something. Because like, oftentimes when people just die, like they're forgotten about. Oh. I guess there's like, I don't know, something there. Anyway, continuing on. Have fun. The board. That board, like, I've painted the flames on it with like neon yellow paint. So under a black light, it like glows. Like the fire's like shooting out of the dragon. It looks really cool. So like, I don't know. It's the little things. Walking into the woods again. Like, going back. It wasn't borderline, it was Kim's don't want it all. But for funsies, I'm gonna walk from here to basically just across. This is like a median divider area that we're at, but I'm gonna just walk across just to see like, what do we find with this phone, with this device? Non-internet connected, but I kind of feel like it's lucky in a way. Like, not lucky, but like, luck's a bad word. Let's put it the other way. Because this phone is not internet connected and there's like delays between me uploading, the entanglement, observer interference, and kind of things like that is significantly decreased, because the possibility of me like immediately posting or something doesn't exist. Cactus. Like, the phone right now is aiding me because like these are little cactuses and these I'd hit. Oh look, skeleton. That's from like a dead deer. And guess who tends to carry this? The Kim bag. But the Kim bag is full right now with the workout equipment. But that's no excuse. Every single time I see the skeletons or bones, I take them. Why? A deer does not belong in the median between like these two roads. This is not a place for a deer. Like, it was probably hit by something and then like dragged off by like vultures or something, or who knows what, and then eaten here. This is not a good... I don't know if the phone's recording because I had the headphones on, but like, encountered this one. You typically put it in the Kim bag because like, that's just Kim. Supernatural or whatever. It's like a carrier of like whatever. It's not like a curse hex or whatever on Kim. It's like it just vibes and it fits well. But this, let me see. This is like from a dead deer. I'm removing it from here because a deer, like the remains of a deer, does not belong here. This is a median. Like, there's road there, there's road there. And like here, like this deer, this is not a good resting place for the deer. It was probably hit by a car, and then like vultures or something carried it over here, and then they just picked it apart because like there's nothing else here. So the Kim bag is full, and also the Kim bag's too small, and that's pretty big. Like, I'm not gonna break it apart artificially just so I can cram it into a bag. But if it's like small little sections like this, you know, I'd like shove them all in there. But guess what? No excuse. We're coming back from the gym. So I've got an Adidas bag. And inside's a towel. A towel I can take out. Oh, look who's here. That's pretty much it. Okay, so I mean, it doesn't smell or anything. It's like, it's gone already. It's rotten. Like, not rotten, but it's like, it's fully decayed. It's basically just bone. So in you go. And now I walk with this random like thing sticking out, and like I'm gonna stick them all like what am I gonna do with all this? Dark rituals, bullshit? No. Like, I'm gonna find a nice quiet place in nature where it won't be disturbed, which is really hard now because like I know a place where there's like tons of deer and there's kind of like a secluded alcove type of thing, almost like a sanctuary, where like there was like 6 of them that I saw. I might go put it over there, maybe. I don't know. But like putting it out, I need to find a better resting place for these remains, because this is not it. This is not it at all. This is like in a ditch as far as the deer is concerned. So towel I'm gonna put on me. Melanie, I don't know how Melanie feels about being in a bag with a fucking skeleton remains of a fucking deer. So like, but the ball can go in there. I got the ball now. Well, they're gonna take this with us. This is like, but then like the neighbors see this in the backyard. The snoopy ass fucking neighbors like will be peeking out their blinds and they're like, oh, he's got all these like skeletons in this like little area. He's up to no good. And I'm like, sir, what would you do in this situation? Would you just walk by this like their remains, just like this used to be life, and you have so little regard for it that you're just gonna step over it and walk past it? And you wouldn't even be out here. So shut the fuck up. Like, that's kind of my mentality. In any case, like, I'm removing this respectfully after literally just visiting friends of mine who like I'm remembering them, even though I don't even know them, never knew them. But at the very least, I'm like showing that they're remembered so that other people also remember them. And I'm going to take this and like put it the rest of the stuff that I've, not the stuff, the rest of the remains that I've like rescued, basically. And then we'll find a nice quiet place to put them long term, where it'll be undisturbed for like decades, hopefully. Not just plowed over to make some stupid housing development or something. To like sling that over my shoulder. Now I've got this bag on this shoulder, and I've got the Kim bag here, just kind of like drooping over. Gonna plug this back in, and I was playing Don't Want It All still, so I'm picking up my cup and I'm walking back. And you know what? I don't even need to go back to like, if I find my cross, I find it. If I find my phone, if I find it, like, I'm just going home. I haven't eaten, other than those like 8 eggs I ate like in the morning. Literally just cracked them open and like didn't even cook them, just ate them. That was my breakfast. So like didn't have even time to cook because I was like too busy. So I'm gonna go follow the lights there, and I think there's kind of like there's a turnoff right there. I'm just gonna follow the street home. I'm not even gonna like take the woods back. And if people see me with random ass like, shit, that's right. People think weirdly when they see stuff like this. So here's what I gotta do. We gotta camouflage. We're gonna use the tools that we have with us. I can't see. You know what? Nailed it. I can't even see it. But I'm gonna stand up. Put this in my mouth rig. Well, that solved the problem. It literally just broke it off. So like, that's fine. But guess what? Problem solved. Nailed it. And good enough. Once again, this is the opposite of like dark ritual, animal sacrificey bullshit. This is like, I don't know how you got here, but we're getting you out. That's the mentality. This is like a big clearing. There's like nothing here. It's like just grass. Now there's a difference between trash, like styrofoam. Styrofoam you can't do anything with yet. I'm trying to think of like what can be done with styrofoam as like a long-term sustainability problem. I've actually come across an interesting idea. What if you got all the styrofoam? I don't know about like recycling styrofoam, and in general, like they don't seem to be very like recyclable from my experience. Like nobody accepts them. So what if styrofoam was deposited by people? And look, this is what I mean, like God's tools. I see some trash there, recyclables, a can. And guess what? We got a bag. So guess what? In you go. This is not me like sidelining, tangenting, ADD or anything like that. This is literally like I have to stop what I'm doing to like kind of deviate just slightly. But screwdriver. But and see, this was just thrown out the window. This gets here, people aren't walking. People don't walk anymore. This is like people just throw the shit out the window. But styrofoam. I think what can be done with styrofoam, insulation. I was crawling around I went up to my attic the other day, and I'm like, man, there's no insulation here. But styrofoam makes a good insulation. What if in general styrofoam could be like recycled, ouch, and turned into like insulation for like attics or something, like super low cost. Like all of this could be recaptured. I don't know, shredded up, fluffed up. I don't know what exactly. But basically just turned into like insulation for housing. To me, that would be kind of like the easiest kind of recapture method for, you know, utilizing it. Oh my God. So here's the thing. The more like there's a vibe resonance type of factor that when you pick stuff up, you start like vibing or resonating. So because I am picking up trash, it's not, one might say, oh, it's the area that you're in. You're picking up, like you're finding trash because it's the area you're in. It goes beyond that. Like you pick up trash, you vibe trash. And then trash just pops up to you like a magnet. Trash, if this was like a video game or something, trash as an item in today's reality, today's world, is a common item. So when you find trash and start picking it up, the fucking trash just comes out of the woodwork. I don't know how else to put it. In comparison to like, let's say something else. But that doesn't mean like never pick up trash. That's not what that means. Because I've also noticed that when I do like a trash drive, like a recycling campaign for a night, where literally I'll bring an entire shopping cart from the woods, loaded entirely full to the point it's like overflowing with so much like recyclables and trash, because once again the vibe or whatever, like when I go to recycle that the next day, go to sleep, wake up, like I can't explain, weird events happen. Like by removing trash from nature in the woods, like I'm in a very isolated environment. I'm by myself at home, I'm not working, nobody's around me. So I'm basically, one could say like a petri dish for like cause and effect, causality, or five-dimensional resonance, that like when I do something, it will resonate and have kind of an entanglement with something elsewhere. That's how I kind of see it. That's how I've experienced it. So by me even just picking up this trash, in general, it's like physics, Newton. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And it's like you have to give something to get something. That's like a thing. Give something to get something. Technically, I'm getting trash, but that's not it. I didn't put the trash out there. So what I'm actually doing is I'm expending willpower and energy to pick up the trash and to carry this trash all the way home. I'm giving. This is me giving. Really think of it that way. When you are picking things up, trash from other people, you are giving your energy and time to nature. And there is a give and get. Like it's hard to explain exactly, and it's not like I get to pick from like a, you know, reward center or something. It's not like that. But there is definitely an element there of give something and get something. And I'm not like expecting anything either. That's the thing. I am freely giving my energy and time to nature to help clean it up, because it's a mess. And this morning, I put out the recycling bin. My recycling bin was full of recyclables that really I captured from like nature from outside, like the backwoods. What I've noticed that there's like a time periodization that occurs. It doesn't happen immediately. Like I don't recycle it, it gets taken away, and then immediately something happens. There's like a 1 to 2 day lag period from what I've seen before like you notice something. And you can even replicate this almost like a sleep study. Have somebody go out and do all this stuff in isolation. But that's the thing, you can't monitor them, because by monitoring that person and what happens to them, you yourself are causing an entanglement, like an observer effect, where you're like, oh, I want to see blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's ways to do it probably with like unattended video capture or something in an isolated environment, on a computer, etc., etc., etc. Paper, gonna leave that out. Plastic, recycle. And this has probably been pissed in. Pissed. Like pee. I hold my breath. I hold my breath when I have to dump those fucking like piss bottles out, because like piss that's been sitting in the sun in a bottle is horrible, rancid. It's disgusting. Like if you gotta pee, just get out and fucking pee on the tree or something. Like that's a lot better than peeing in a bottle than leaving it for somebody else to pick up. That's like, it's rude. But anyway, yeah, I'm trying to figure out like the quirks of this. Like, how can you measure and observe other people's effects by, let's say, doing something like this? Like this phone capture is very interesting in that way, because this video, like, for trash, for something like this is the kind of like a low, I didn't really find anything other than like a single. I'm actually finding that I can actually post stuff pretty like quickly now from this device, as long as I pass it through my computer. I don't know. There's, like I said, there's some weird quirks. Weird, like, I'm figuring it out. Let's just put it that way. And watch. We were just here. Fuck, look. I was gonna say we were just here and we picked up all of them. Got another one. Spearmint. Matter of fact, this is the same one as like this one. Obviously we weren't just here. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. We just found one. Just found one. And obviously we didn't somehow like throw it ahead. We haven't gone backward. We're still going forward. And this one has stuff in it. We were just here. So Pastel Cartel, one could say the possibility exists. Oh, you're just walking in an area where somebody has pastel cartels, that's like their favorite or whatever. Like, yes, that possibility exists for you. But when I'm literally walking all over the city, like 20 miles, like in a completely different direction, randomly, and I'm still finding these, that goes beyond just, it may just be a single person. Like, how dumb are you? I got it. Oh, man. Oh, I think this sign is probably going to say that Delta 8, Delta 9 has become illegal, a Schedule 1 drug. Nope. Just saying that they're, like, closed out. But I did see that. Oh, look, Escobar. But they're closed. So guess what? People didn't buy it from here because they're closed. But I did read today, I think 4 days ago or something, Delta 8, THCO, you know, kind of like those products have been scheduled as like have been listed here in the United States as a Schedule 1 drug. Do you know what a Schedule 1 drug is? That's like meth. That's like heroin. Here in the United States, sorry, I don't know if it's recording or not. So we passed by that place, it's closed. They sold the Escobars, but they're closed. So like, obviously people aren't buying it from there. But that's funny, I've never seen that sign before. But I was about to say, like, they're probably closed because I read that 4 days ago, the US government basically has classified Delta 8 and like THCO, basically like hemp products, as Schedule 1 drugs. Schedule 1 drugs are like heroin, meth, like really hard drugs. And here you have Delta 8, which basically like just gives you like a physical relaxation effect. Like your CB1 and CB2 receptors, look those up. But there's a difference there between the effects. But the point at which the US government is like, this is a drug on par with meth, with heroin. Like, really, like, who's pulling the strings here? For real. I accidentally overrode what I was gonna say. The two things that I've picked up, the two Pastel Cartel like vape pens, are spearmint. So, sorry, I have to repeat it because like half the time the thing's plugged in. But the two Pastel Cartel things that I picked up are spearmint. There is a song that I play that like I've kind of used as almost an anthem for this shit that I'm doing, picking up trash and kind of raising awareness for just kind of the current state of like how messy everything is, and just in general the efforts required to like reverse kind of like the state of the world through awareness and like, you know, giving a voice to the voiceless or whatever. It's called Tip of the Spear. There's a song you can look up, Tip of the Spear. That's literally like the vibe. And spearmint, that's the vibe right there. That's like that's the resonance, that's the universe saying, haha, see, I got a sense of humor. Like, I call it God's sense of humor because that stuff pops up all the time. But Tip of the Spear, spearmint, it's the same thing. I'm gonna run the light on here. I'm in front of I think it's a middle school, maybe an elementary, I don't know. In any case, I'm gonna have my light on so that I can see if there's any of those like vape cartridges, vape pens. Why? I don't want, like, if there's a vape pen in school, just in case it's like it wasn't audio recorded, whatever. I have the light on as I walk through the school because like if there's a vape pen in front of the school, that's definitely something I want to pick up. Because like, you know, you shouldn't have that in a school, like in front of the school. A child can pick it up. You know, that, really think about that. All these vape cartridges and vape pens still have stuff in it. What if there's like literally a child walking by and they pick it up and stuff? Like, I'm doing a service. More, it extends beyond just like data collection or whatever. This is actually like I'm cleaning up people's messes that they just toss it to the side or drop it or whatever. They don't think about the consequences of that. Like, so alcohol bottles, nicotine, like vape pens, etc. Like, what if there's a child walking home, they just pick it up, like, and then they start using it. Like, people do not think about this at all. Just now past the school up a little bit. Man, that's really bright. But look, see, normally if I'm like strapped for space and I'm not, like, at this point I don't collect the cigarette cartons anymore, but special exceptions. This is near a school. I don't want this to basically be an advertisement on the ground for a child walking home to smoke. Earlier, who's pulling the strings here? Guess what? It's probably the tobacco industry. The tobacco industry probably views like THC products, Delta 8 or whatever, as a competitor. So they've got lobbyists up there pushing to make it illegal. A Schedule 1 drug. Like, this shit's insane. Like, who is really pulling the strings, and why aren't people like doing anything about this at all? Like, nicotine kills you, gives you cancer, does a whole bunch of stuff, and it's addictive. Like Delta 8, it like relaxes your body. That's basically what it does. Like THCO, I'll say that stuff gets you pretty fucked up. But like, there's obvious like special interests here at play that are pulling the strings. And where's the accountability? Where's the accountability for like who's proposing these things? Who's pushing this up? Is it like, it was like DEA or whatever? How do they get the authority to make these decisions? Like, where is all the information and clarity on this? Like, and once again, where's the accountability? Because the hemp industry is huge. It's huge. A lot of people like grow hemp, especially here in Texas. And now you're just like, well, oh yeah, the end product of your hemp, sorry, overnight we're just shutting it all off. Like, this is literally the tobacco industry, the nicotine industry, like the lobbyists. And this is absolutely absurd that nobody is doing a goddamn thing about it. Nobody seems to care at all. Barely walked. You can't even see the sign yet, but like, after that little spiel that I did, immediately after it, I mean, we're still like, the Kim's Don't Want It All was playing, but it ended pretty much like right there. Immediately after, I have downloaded songs from YouTube on my phone, because once again, no internet. What's playing now is $1 Million Baby, which it's talking about waiting for midnight, basically. The time right now is midnight and 3 minutes. Baby is still playing, but I just now crossed that intersection right there, and at the corner was this. This is a lid for something, I guess. M&M Industries, Chattanooga, Phoenix. In any case, I picked this up because there's like a, I don't know how to explain this without being like sounding too crazy. Shit, I have headphones on. I don't know if it's recording or not. Picked this up on that intersection there. I don't know how to say this without sounding too crazy, but there's like a resonance when I see a blue circle, or just blue in general, and that is the all-seeing eye, or Lady Fatima, the hand of Fatima, which is supposed to be kind of like a, they call it like the anti-evil eye. I hate that they call it the evil eye. It's not the evil eye. It's like against the evil eye. It's an anti-evil eye. But like, I hate that they even include evil in it, because like when you say don't think of a pink elephant, you just thought of a pink elephant. Like, you don't want to include evil eye even in the name. I don't do that. I call it the all-seeing eye, which to me is kind of like an observer, like a spiritual observer. Essentially, like, I just think think of Mother Mary, Lady Fatima, the all-seeing eye, that blue presence of like ever watchful Lady Guadalupe. Like, once again, Mother Mary, like, it's all the same. It's all the same. All the same. Which, I'll go ahead and say something controversial. Mary, you know, Virgin Mary, birthed Jesus. Everybody places a lot of emphasis on Jesus, with like completely discarding the fact that like Mary was involved. One might, from a feminist perspective, not a patriarchy perspective, a feminist perspective, one might even say that Mary herself manifested Jesus. That to think of it as like the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, that's all like male dominated patriarchy, when really, like, who did Jesus come out of? Mary. So who had to stand by while Jesus was being crucified the entire time, being tortured? Mary. Like, Mary, that's Mary's sacrifice. That's Mary's sacrifice, that she's like, I'm gonna birth this son who's gonna basically like essentially be a pinnacle of like goodness. And I'm his vibe, let's just make his vibe this time. We're gonna make his vibe sacrifice. Like goodness as sacrifice. To show the world that like sacrifice has a limitation in a way. Because with sacrifice, guess what? Even if you have no material possessions whatsoever, and you're there to like sacrifice yourself, people are gonna take what they can. Takers gonna take everything from you. Takers just take. So like, that's kind of like, that was like a demonstration. That's all it was, a demonstration that like takers take. And if you don't have any material possessions, they'll try to take your mind. And like, if you're too strong for them to take your mind, they'll try to take your life. And that's exactly what they did to Jesus. Like, it's, you could view like the works of Jesus as whatever, but like really just like the takeaways are important. If you can't get takeaways from everything around you, even if it's like a religion or whatever you don't agree with, you're a moron. Like, don't turn a blind eye to things, throw the baby out with the bathwater just because you don't agree with something. Like, but in any case, I see a blue circle. That's like all-seeing eye. It pops up for me. Blue, you don't find blue very often in nature. But when I'm like, man, I don't know what to do right now, I'll be in the woods, randomly, I'll find like, let's say a blue cap for like, you know, a soda bottle, like a Pepsi or something. And I'm like, sense of humor there. So I pick it up and hold it. And if that's the only item I'm carrying, I'll find exactly what I want. Like, I'll notice and see things much more clearly. So you don't have to have, you know, that like blue glass with the eye thing on it, which I'll show you here in just a second. Like, literally, I'm going to show you, like, it's going to cut, because I'm in my neighborhood now. But like, you don't need that you don't need that blue crafted by somebody else eye. You just need blue, the color blue. That's it. If you have the color blue and you acknowledge, you know what, there's a presence here of like an all-seeing eye type of entity that like, it's always looking out for me on a 5-dimensional level. And it's like, hey, I'm gonna send you some vibes every now and then. Like, it has its own presence. I'm not manifesting it, it manifests itself. It has a separate presence. That's what you have to acknowledge as the lady like in Guadalupe, the hand of Fatima, Lady Fatima, Mary, they're all the same. So the TLDR there, like, if you acknowledge we live in a 4-dimensional reality and there's 5-dimensional entities outside of time, Lady Fatima, Mary, Lady Guadalupe, Virgin Mary, all of them are kind of the same. She, because it's definitely feminine, is a 5-dimensional entity that basically can come to you if you call upon her. Or at times, she's like, you know what? You need guidance, I'm coming to you, like, regardless. My house is that one with the green light on it. Just because the vibe, I'm gonna switch that light to a blue light on the outside. There's no other blue lights here. Battery low, can't use flash. So literally it's like, that's what I mean by self-censoring. It has censored me now because now you can't see my address as I'm walking through it. This is kind of a minor thing because I've already kind of like publicly posted like all my details or whatever, but like, look, my recycle bin's there with all the stuff that I got. So I'm gonna take the recycle bin to the back, switch that out with a blue light. There's a couple things. Battery's low, so we don't have time. That's what this is like. Coincidence or whatever you want to call it that. Look, there's a blue light in there. You can't see it. You saw a brief glimmer of it. There's blue light in there. So like, that's what I mean. Once like you're holding it, you're vibing it, it's kind of like a show me. It's like, Mary, show me. You acknowledge it as a good presence. You acknowledge it as a presence that wants to tell you, show you something. And you know what? I can't even like, the flashlight on this phone doesn't work. But in any case, right here, there's a, in my backyard there, hanging from the tree, there's that eye looking out to the back. Just to keep away people who are like, they've got the evil eye on me. And I could swear to you, for real, I have noticed a difference. When I have that out there, the second that I posted it out there, neighbors, the whole like calling the cops on me thing, them like looking at me, looking at my backyard and like doing the whole fucking judgment thing that they do, stopped. It stopped significantly. And I gotta pee really bad. Being that I just came back from the gym and walking or whatever, the gym, it's like, that's using muscles in a way that I typically don't use. That's like the type 2 fibers, or it's like high intensity or whatever, versus the long endurance based ones. But we've got Kim's hanging out, Miss Ling's hanging out, Cat's hanging out. I'm making myself like something simple. I'm just boiling water and like making spaghetti with like sauce. Like, I'm not even gonna throw meat in it because like that requires me cooking it. I don't have the energy right. I'm going to sleep early. Surprisingly, like I usually stay up really late. I'm going to sleep at midnight. To me, that's early. So I'm going to sleep immediately after I like stuff my fat face with like as much spaghetti as I can like fit in, and then like maybe like 30 minutes to digest, and then like if I can fit the rest in, like fit the rest in, and then like go into bed. I might take like a scoop or two of like whey protein just for like muscle growth or whatever. But I mean, at least on my phone, and like just YouTube in general, I've got some good vibes. But I have no THC. That's actually what I wanted to get. I wanted to get like something, but obviously like ran into an issue with like having no form of payment, no card, no service. I wonder if I can get Google Wallet on this. That'd be funny. If I could bring my laptop with me. Let's see here. Microsoft Store maybe? I'd be shocked. But at the same time, like, that would be welcomed. I'm just trying to fight the like causality and these like when you push up against like possibility too much, Mobius strip. I'm basically here and I'm like pulling things toward me. And like it gets like a tension in a way. And it can spring back basically. But with that tension, imagine holding something and then you're trying to grab more. But then you're like, damn, I can't get this because like if I do this thing will break. Like that's kind of what I have to do on a daily basis. I'm just trying to figure out how to get things done. Like the very basic stuff, like how do I get food today? Oh, I have no forms of payment. I'm going to go to Whataburger. Like I'm going to sit there for just a moment. Maybe an opportunity will pop up. No opportunity pops up whatsoever. And I kind of get like almost like a signal to like go. Like, all right, you've lingered here too long. You can leave now. And then I start walking home, and then obviously that was kind of the... You saw that experience of me walking home. I was gonna try to like record something, but like the little mount for this thing just disappeared. Don't know where the mount for it went. Disappeared. I'll find it later. Or better yet, I'll have to get like a tripod or something. Something that works a little bit better. But I just now transferred all the stuff from this phone to the laptop. I'm gonna actually try like kind of real time. Sorry, not real time, but like, whatever you want to call it. Like, tonight, same day, same night. Compiling it all together and just like throwing it to YouTube or something. Just to see what happens. If I can pass it through the computer, then upload it. Oh, because once again... Oh, God. My body's falling apart. I'm like pointing it specifically not to see the mess. Ow. Hold on. Yes. Yes. Pasta sauce. This is where I'm at in my life right now. Where I'm like... My can opener is broken. So I can't use this one. Like I said, this is where I'm at in my life. My can opener is broken, so I can't use this one. My can my can opener is broken. Nothing is easy here. Nothing. Nothing is easy. At least I've kind of cleared this off a bit. At least there's that. Spaghetti. Here, I'm going to hope for a prayer here. This is what I'm going to do for my prayer. Spaghetti, thin spaghetti. Where are you? Please tell me you're here. Fettuccine, spaghetti. I've got a lot of spaghetti. Wow. What I'm looking for is angel hair spaghetti. That was going to be my prayer. But it appears the angel hair spaghetti has gone somewhere else. And I now have more mess to clean. More mess to clean. Not only that, in addition to the more mess to clean, I also now have to open up that can using this can opener. But I'm going to throw the pasta in. And while that's going, I guess open up this can. And then like try to edit the video, post this up, whatever. Final thing. Okay. Pasta's in. That's a mess. This is where I'm at in my life. I'm too tired to pick that shit up. There's already a fucking mess everywhere. I'm going to save that for later. That's unfortunately where I'm at. I'm not at the point where I'm like, I can just pick shit up like immediately. But I am going to clean this up tomorrow. I keep saying that, but really, I'm not going anywhere tomorrow. Unless because of me throwing that stuff away randomly, my ex-wife or the police or somebody is going to come through that door in the morning. Mark my words. Come through that door in the morning to evict me and kick me out like in the morning. That's the only circumstance where I'm not picking that shit up. But other than that, fuck it. That's my phrase of this year. Fuck it. Like, I'm just like, I've only got so much fucking time and energy to give to living. In any case, let's dump Let's dump. Meal replacement. Apparently, this is what people use it for, which I've gained an appreciation of, although I don't really like to smoke. Fogger. What the hell is this? I thought this was like a cigarette thing or something, but apparently it's foundation. I was wrong. How do I pull this out without spilling grass seeds everywhere? Hold on. Because this could end very badly. Like, kind of already is. And I stepped in glass. My foot is bleeding. Spearmint. 2 spearmints. G&G armament, whatever this is. Found it out there in the woods. I guess it's like good game. That's what GG typically means in like gamer sense. Feather. And of course the seeds that are spilled everywhere. I'm not even going to bother picking these up. You need to take a bath. I'm just going to like... It doesn't matter how I fold it up, roll it up, etc., etc. Like, it is what it is. Tomorrow, I'm just going to dump that shit. This is getting like... You'll watch. You'll see. I'm going to take a shower with that after I dump that out. And literally just scrub it with a rock and soap. And it'll come out looking like right as rain. Last thing. This is how like the spirits communicate. So I'm over here like, sweat on my foot hurts and it's bleeding. And I look over to my left. Who's there? Selena. Selena's like, kind of like a poor baby / like, I feel you. 2 seconds later, I'm like, what am I going to do about this foot situation? And there's a Band-Aid. I have to explain this mess. Melting lots of wax and putting it in a chimenea thing. That's the best I can explain of it. Fuck it. I'm too tired. In any case, here's the pasta sauce. Pasta sauce, and also I added some just like condensed chicken soup because I need the salt. This dinner at like midnight, and this is my reaction right now. I'm like, dinner at midnight. Tired, too tired. I don't know how it cut off, but like, this is funny. Like I just came to the bed, put this down here. And I'm just like, she's gone some... I see. Let's see here. Listen very carefully. Damn, I hit it instantly. Broken glass. This is what I mean. This is resonating. This is what's called like resonance. I literally just stepped on broken glass. I started this song before that glass thing broke. I need a speaker. Don't have the energy. Sorry.